Okay, we're back with Alex's GTI. Mine was totaled, but he has done a whole slew of upgrades and it's looking better than ever. Of course, we have the owner, Alex, here himself. He wants to do a rundown of everything that has been done. Cool, man. So tell us, what have you done so far with your GTI?
Yeah, so since the last time we had it around, it was almost bone stock other than the intake and the wheels, basically it.
Okay.
Since then, I have now thrown on a different set of tires. She's now lowered, chassis bracing, and just some little small aesthetic stuff here there.
Nice.
But I am now running Toyo Proxy's R888Rs all the way around, just to have that stickiness all the way around the corners. She is now on H&R lowering springs, Super Sports, so they are a track streetable option.
Okay.
So far, handling is really great. Gave it a great stance. I think it fits really well with the car. We come back around the back here. I did add a Maxton design rear diffuser on the car now, so that's new. And then coming into the trunk, I did add the Racing Line rear chassis brace to the vehicle of full dry carbon. Helps with the rigidity of the vehicle, but also has that OEM Plus look, which is really nice. So that's helped a lot with the stiffening and body roll that I've been getting out of the car. Otherwise, hasn't been too much more done to the car. Mainly, like I said, a couple aesthetics things. I did add some yellow film to the fogs just to kind of give it that track 24-hour look that they did coming back around the front. But otherwise, she is coming along, slowly getting better. More things to come, slowly hoping to do a big brake kit here pretty soon. And then once I have that brakes down, the car now drives and handles great. I need it to stop first, and then once I get the stopping down, then I'm going to probably start working on power here. And we're probably going to be going to at least a stage 1, stage 2, and probably a bigger turbo here soon. But yeah, so far just coming around.
Okay, but you're real happy with the progress you made?
So far so good. Yeah, I've honestly been enjoying this car a lot. Kind of learning it as I go and finding out what it needs. And honestly, I think I've dialed it in pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Like I said, she's OEM Plus. She's OEM Plus, but she handles great on the road and handles great around turns. So, like I said, she's done really well. She's been very enjoyable. I don't daily the car as much as I used to, but when I do drive it, honestly, I still have so much fun. And turbo noises are always fun to hear. So next, like I said, we're probably going to be going stage 1, stage 2. I do have a titanium exhaust that I'm going to be putting in soon.
Sick.
And then, like I said, I have a big brake kit I do want to do next. That's honestly, I want to make sure the car can stop. That's one of the things I've noticed with the Mk8 is they do have a large amount of brake fade after a large amount of time of driving, especially aggressively. We are out in the mountains today, so that is something that I have to deal with a lot today, but you know, we adjust as we can, and luckily we've got the sticky tires to kind of help balance it out.
Yeah. Nice. Cool, man. And how do you primarily drive it? Do you drive it like, are you straight? Are you straight line? Are you straight line speed? Track guy or
a track guy / corners, obviously spirited driving. As much as I have built drag cars in the past, I've built some really fast 600 horsepower straight line cars, you know. That's all fun and games and all, but you're going straight, there's not much to it. Whereas here, honestly, it's helped me fine tune a lot of my driving skills, as well as really building a car that was overall capable of anything and everything. And honestly, this GTI has done just that for me. It's great around the corners. It handles like it's on rails, especially now with the setup we have. And honestly, I prefer to drive this car around a corner than I do in a straight line.
Nice. And as opposed to your first car, like what was your first car now that you have a GTI, like going back, you know?
Yeah, so I mean, ironically enough, I did start front wheel drive as my first car. My first car was actually a 2003 Acura RSX. Nothing crazy to it. And along the years, I kind of made my way around different builds from muscle cars, Mustangs. My last car before I had this was actually a 2010 BMW 335i. Which I have done. I built that car to be a fun, usable car on a drag strip. It made a little over 600 wheel horsepower, 580 foot-pounds of torque. It was a great car. I built it to have fun. Enjoyed it a lot, and you know what? I just kind of got bored of being in a straight line all the time, so sold the car, and I ended up with this. And now she is my fun track / cornering everyday car, and it's been great.
Cool. You mind showing us what you can do?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
So we'll do. I'll ride up the mountain real quick, and I'll come back around and.
Oh yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, dude, sticky rips. Nice, good shit. Are there any particular roads you haven't gone yet that you're trying to go to?
Yeah, I eventually do want to make my way up to Angel's Crest. I know it's a popular drive out here in California, and I would love to at some point make that drive out there too. But obviously from where we are, it's about a 2.5-hour drive.
True. So
not as accessible as it is to some people out there. Now that is one of the drives, Palomar Mountain, and then there's a drive out on the 78 going towards Oceanside, towards Lake Elsinore, which is another really, really crazy drive called Ortega. Definitely recommend it, and probably going to be one of the next drives. So
sick. Nice. Cool. So thanks for taking us out on that little canyon rip. That was fun. You definitely come a long way since your first canyon run and since that first video, so that was really cool.
Yeah,
cool,
definitely man. a lot of experience, a lot of learning along the way. Luckily, coming out with you guys is to drive out here in the mountains has been helpful, and I've been able to learn a lot and make my adjustments. And then obviously I've been learning the car along the way, seeing what it needs, and it's been telling me, hey, this is what I need and this is what I do. So
nice. Cool, man. All right, cool. Now let's head back down.